25 crore Indians stopped working today. No banners, no slogans, just silence. But behind that silence is a fight no one's talking about. You might have seen the headlines of Bharat Bandh, but do you really know why it's happening? Before we begin, like and subscribe if you believe in stories that mainstream media won't cover. No fluff, no noise, just the unbiased truth. India slowed down today. In most of the states, buses didn't run. Banks stayed shut. Streets looked paused. One word echoed everywhere, Bharat Bandh. But behind the silence is confusion. Ask anyone, why is India shut today? And most won't have an answer. This isn't just another protest. It's a message from the people who feel left behind. And if you haven't heard it yet, you're not listening closely enough. Over 25 crore Indians, farmers, laborers, public sector workers, have walked off work. They say they're not just protesting, they're fighting to be heard. And the reason? New labor codes, which, according to trade unions, make it easier for companies to fire workers, limit the right to strike, and reduce safety protections. To them, it feels like a system being quietly reshaped, without their consent or their benefit. Farmers, too, are raising their voice again. They demand a legal guarantee for MSP, a promise they believe was made and forgotten. With rising costs and falling profits, they say farming is no longer just hard, it's unaffordable. And then there's privatization. Railways, coal, defense, many of the sectors these protesters work in, are slowly moving to private hands. They worry not just about losing jobs, but about losing control over public services. To them, Bharat Bandh is not about politics. It's about survival. The government, on the other hand, sees this differently. They argue that the new labor laws bring uniformity, simplify regulations, and are meant to support long-term job creation by making India a more attractive place for industries and investment. On the issue of MSP, the government says that procurement is already happening in many states, and making MSP a legal right for all crops could create market distortions and a financial burden that's hard to manage. As for privatization, their position is that some public sector units are no longer sustainable. Rather than continuing losses, they believe private investment can help modernize these sectors and improve efficiency. They don't deny that the transition is tough, but they believe reforms now will mean stability later. For the average citizen, the impact is real. Trains are delayed, coal shipments stopped, banks aren't working. A daily wage earner may lose an entire day's income. This isn't just about trains not running, or banks staying shut. It's about a growing gap between the people who live the struggle and the ones who make the rules. One side says, these changes are necessary. They'll help the economy grow. The other side says, growth for whom? If we're being left behind? Bharat Bandh is not just about protest. It's about power, about whose voice counts in the world's largest democracy. Because in a country of 1.4 billion people, when 250 million voices go unheard, the silence doesn't end. It builds. What's your take on this massive protest? Is it really a protest for survival or politics in disguise? If this video taught you something today, hit the like button. If someone you care about still doesn't understand what's going on, share this with them. And if you're tired of the noise, subscribe. We say what others won't.